What's going on, guys? Alex here with 814 EDC. It's Monday. I got mail. Let's do a Monday mail call. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend. I am filming this on Monday. You guys will probably see this on Tuesday due to how I want to set up my videos for this week, schedule-wise. But hopefully you guys had a great weekend with friends and family. We're about a week into the new year now. Still doesn't feel real that, we're now in 2025 and Christmas was like about 2 weeks ago or so. It's just weird. I told my wife that towards the end of the year from Thanksgiving to Christmas is just such a blur. Everything's busy, family, friends, all the holiday things. And then you blink your eye and it's like, Thanksgiving was a month and a half ago. Christmas was 2 weeks ago. New Year's was about a week ago. It's crazy how much time flies. So hopefully you guys are, settling into the new year. We're still working on your resolutions, and, just having, living life, having fun, living life. I think one of these packages came in on Saturday. I didn't realize it was there, because when I got in the notification that I checked, I got these packages today. I checked my mailbox and it was there. So, two of these are coming in from the Lefty Pass Around group, and one is coming from Mr. Brian over at BEEDC. He graciously and awesomely is letting me check out a very cool knife that he had. He actually commented on my giveaway video, which if you guys have not seen that yet, go hop over and check that out. It's going live, or it's running live for 2 more days. I think I'm picking the winner on Wednesday and Thursday. But he commented on, what his favorite knife of 2024 was, and we got to talk, and he's like, yeah, I mean, if you want to check it out, I'd love to send it to you. It's something I'd never checked out before, so that's very exciting. We have another one coming in from Knife Life EDC. I will link him down below, and we have another one coming in from JD over at Daily Gear Guide. I'll also link him down below as well. So we're going to jump into the one from JD. I believe this is actually the unboxing knife is the Kubi Supercell, designed by the great Casey over at Knives Fast. Absolutely love this knife. It is just one of those designs that really came out of nowhere, and it's one of my favorite knives I bought last year. Great design. I love the dark blast or darkened tie. Fit and finish is on par, and I just think it's a really great value. So that is the unboxing knife and the carry knife for today. Like I said, we're going to open up here into what is coming from JD. Got some stickers. So JD 4EDC is now known as Daily Gear Guide. He did a little bit of a channel switch up. Took me a minute to realize and to put 2 and 2 together. Got some stickers from him. And here we have an unnamed box. And this is one I've actually been excited to check out all these knives. So I bet I said that in every video. This is a new Bridgeport knife, the newest Bridgeport knife, called the Bodhi LL, so liner lock. I was very close to pre-ordering this knife, but I just held off due to some other obligations I had, and you guys know, I wish I could buy every knife out there, but I just unfortunately cannot. Here we have the Bodhi Bodhi LL. This thing is very, very cold. So you have a back flipper there, you have a front flipper, you have a hole for deployment. This is very, on brand with the other models that Garrett over at Bridgeport Knife Company has created, one being the 1827 and one being the 395. I've owned the 395. I really miss that knife. I want to get one of the updated versions, the V2s. They actually just dropped not too long ago when he came out with the pre-order of this. But again, I was just, hard to pull the trigger. But man, beautiful looking knife. I love, very similar to the Supercell. I just love it's a very worker's finish, just like a dark stone wash. Got a liner lock, looks like it has some nice milling there. Plenty of scalloping going on. Nice and thin. It's thinner than I thought it was going to be. You have this sheep's foot reverse Tanto style blade. You guys can see there's a nice edge on there. I think this was 14C, I want to say. It might say on here somewhere. I think it's in 14C. I'll have to check before I do my full review, but little bit of blade play. Great action. Front flipper. Front flipper is a little bit to get used to because it is pretty low. But it does work once you kind of learn how to actuate it. Back flipper works really good. Has the typical pot clip that he runs on his knives. They function and work very, very well. I'm just a big fan of Garrett's design language. I love the 1827. I should have had one of those in the collection. One of those that got away from me. But Kubi does the OEM work for him, and they kill it as they do on most stuff that they do OEM wise now. But really good detent. Just a clean, simple design. I think this was his first one in the 1827 was a frame lock, but I believe, yeah, the 395 was a liner lock, but this is just very, very good. This will be getting a ton of pocket time. I've been looking forward to getting this in. It's a little bit smaller size than I thought it would be, so it'll be great. But great action, real thin, great fit and finish. That is the Bodhi LL. Next up from Matthew over at Knife Life EDC, we have a carbon and a buckhorn, or are they both carbon? A buckhorn, yeah, okay, sorry, they're both carbon knives. The buckhorn is one of the models that is in the package here. I believe we have the carbon buckhorn and the carbon smoke show. Got these peanuts everywhere. Hold on. Make sure these go back in the bag where they belong. Got the Nora. You're okay. Dog's barking at somebody, but we got carbon boxes just with the barcode and warning cancer. You're okay, bud. Whoever came in to say what's up. Same thing on this one, but we have the buckhorn and I believe the smoke show. So we'll go with this one first. Comes with a COA. So this is the smoke show, Ken Onion design, M390, 6AL, 4V, aluminum, and handle inlay is carbon fiber, excuse me, with copper foil. Also comes with a microfiber. Also very, very cool. And then here we have the buckhorn, which I'll get that unboxed real quick as well. Same thing, buckhorn, aluminum, also designed by Ken Onion. I did not realize that. This is the budget version with 14C28N and aluminum. The original one came with titanium and S35BN, I believe, but they decided to come out with this version to make things a little bit more attainable for people, which I definitely love. I can definitely appreciate that. All right, so here is the smoke show. So you guys can see right away a very interesting design with that copper carbon fiber inlay. You got a flipper tab up top there. On the pivot, you have some cool striping. Here on the other pivot, same pot clip is a titanium clip, but it's pretty deep carry. You have a built-in backspacer, or a built-in lanyard loop on the backspacer. M390 there on the flipper tab. Locked up pretty tight. Carbon right there on the blade. Smoke show. It's a very bulbous blade, has a nice big belly to it. Comes down very thin behind the edge. About medium blade stock thickness. This is looks like a bolster lock. Very comfortable in hand. It's a very, it kind of, you guys can see it has a little bit of contouring on the scales, but it just fills the hand really nice. It says about a 3 1/4 inch blade. Ooh, fantastic drop shot action. And this thing is still cold from being out in the mailbox. But buttery smooth. That took me by surprise. Great detent too. You guys know flipper only knives, I really have to enjoy the detent, and they really have to be, killed to be like loved by me, but this thing is really, really good. Buttery smooth. Once this thing is warmed up, I'm going to try to, well, I can almost get it down. So close to just guillotining down. I'm sure once it's warmed up, it'll be even better. I don't know if there's skiffs in here or if anyone did anything to it, but fantastic. Kind of a classy design, but very usable blade shape. That is awesome. So you have the smoke show. Then you have the buckhorn, which I know this won some sort of award at Blade Show, I believe. Buckhorn. I like the pivot collars. Get some cool milling on there. Another unique clip that is titanium, but it's deep carry. Goes be about there. Carpet on the back spacer with another lanyard hole. This one you have thumb studs as well as a very minimal flipper tab. Flies right out. A little bit bigger of a knife. I think this is about a 3.5 inch blade. I can't talk right now. PVD or DLC coated. Similar with the smoke show. You guys can see it's kind of ridgy through there, and it gets a little bit thicker towards the middle, but it's fantastic in the hand. Very, very comfortable. You have a choil you can choke up on. Also very, very comfortable. But again, the aluminum is cold, so I'm sure once, can onion up there, you guys can see that or not. I'm sure once it warms up, it'll be a lot better, but great action on that as well. The D10 is a little bit light on this knife. I guess that will be my one complaint or my one observation right away. Flipper tab is good. Thumb flick is, as long as you flick it out, it's going to work. But I like the way the thumb studs are placed. They're tucked right into the corner right there. Just flies right out. The liner lock, I wish maybe there was a smidge more lock bar access, but it's very, very good. You guys can see, very smooth, no blade play. I'm very impressed with these. I think these are my first two offerings from Carbon. And, both being Ken Onion designs. I know Ken Onion is a, kind of legendary knife designer in the creator space, in the knife world. He's been around for a while. I know he does a ton with like CRKT and stuff like that. But I honestly don't even think I can, off the top of my head, I don't think I've checked out any of his designs before. But these are very, very good. I'm 3 for 3 right now, and I know the last knife's going to be a banger. So this is a pretty rad unboxing to get all, amazing knives at the same time. But yeah, that is the smoke show and the buckhorn. And then last but certainly not least, we have, using the Supercell again, we have a knife coming, which you already know what it is. I don't know why I'm digressing away from it. We have a knife coming in from Mr. Brian over at BEEDC. Please go check him out below. Brian's a great dude, and we haven't like discussed a lot of things one-on-one a ton, but in the groups he's always very friendly and very, very nice and very active. In the interactions we've had together, he's a great guy. And like I said, he just we were just shooting the shit, and he said, I'll send it to you if you would like it. And I said, yeah, that's one knife that I never got to check out. I was interested in it, and I'm interested in another design from the same designer of this knife. Got a ton of BEEDC stickers. That is great. I will start giving some of those out. I need to get stickers of myself made. But there is his channel logo. He hails from North Carolina. Very, very cool dude. I believe his wife is also into EDC, which is also rad. I mean, you rarely see that. I shouldn't say rarely, but it's not a huge thing in the EDC space these days. But we got a Magnanis, Sharif, I believe. Magnanis. Sharif is his first name. He designs a bunch of stuff for Kubi and a couple other things. This is the Camino. And this is, I believe, the first OEM design product from him that he had done. So this is the Camino, designed by Sharif, like I said. S35VN blade, titanium, and purple haze fat carbon handle. It's a big knife coming in with a blade length of 3.73 inches. So we will see how much I like that. Very cool packaging. Reminds me of Kaiser. I don't know if that's who designed it or not. A little bit of a rundown right there. That's cool. There's a quality control checklist that they have done on there as well. Then you have a Magnana steel sticker. And it looks like it came with an extra baggie of hardware, which is also very, very cool to see. I like that. Put all that tucked away. Oh, but yeah, she's a big knife, guys. You guys know that I really tend to stay 3.5 and under, and I think 3.5 is, I have very few 3.5-inch blades in my collection. But here it is, guys. Beautiful knife. Beautiful purple haze, fat carbon. Got a nice backspacer, titanium clip. You got a thumb stud and, or excuse me, a flipper tab and a thumb hole and a flicker. Brian did mention that the detent was super dialed on his, and it is very, very stiff. So depending on how much of a, you know, it's great for flipper tab, shebang. Beautiful harpoon reverse tanto blade, very, very unique. Hollow ground. This is number 200. Again, S35VN, and there is Sharice's maker's mark. Great ergos, though. Of course, it's a bigger knife. It's going to fit my hand super duper well. You got a bolster lock right there. Buttery smooth action. Very snappy detent. He did say it might be a little bit stiff for reverse flick, but honestly, that feels great. I tend to like stiffer detents for flicks anyway. Oh, she is stiff though. It'll be a little bit to get used to it, but great action. No blade play. I mean, this is his personal knife, so you know it's going to be nice and tuned up, but fantastic. Fit and finish is good. I forget who made these. I want to say, I know Riot's making his new design, but I'm not sure off the top of my head who made the Camino. But very fun to fidget with, very fun to play with. Yeah, I'm excited for this one. Dead centered. Just a very unique design, and I like that aspect about it. So I'm excited to check this out. As I am excited to check out everything. I'm going to tag Brian down below. I'm going to tag Knife Life UDC down below. I'm going to tag JD down below. Please go check them all out. Huge shout out to the Lefty Pass Around for, you know, always allowing us to check out cool stuff. And huge shout out to you guys as well for always, you know, supporting the channel and doing what you do. But I'm going to wrap this up now. So thank you guys again so much for watching. I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you guys. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your morning, evening, day, night, whenever you're watching this. Talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.